We're live now, right?
Here we go, guys. We are live 1 minute late, 8:30 p.m.
Nice.
On the East Coast. What is it, Mike? February 2nd today? I lost track of the days.
That is. Yep, 1 month into 2017.
That's right, man. Anyway, tonight I'm really excited. Mike Pye is going to be sharing, man, some really good stuff about how to get higher placement in Google without buying ads. Now, in my business, PC Tattletale, I have a lot of success buying just ads. When you type something in and the ad pops up, it works great. The problem is you make a bunch of money and you're sending truckloads of money to Google to power this thing to keep it going. Well, you can get those same clicks for free. Mike's going to show you how to do that tonight. This SEO stuff, I've done a lot of it in the past. I backed off it a while, and I've been getting back into it. And it's really cool when you're running AdWords on a site. You really get a value for what this stuff's for, guys. I'm talking thousands and thousands of dollars a month in free traffic. And really, when I look across all my different websites and you look at sources for free traffic, I mean, Google is the 800-pound gorilla. You're not going to get this kind of traffic from Facebook or Twitter or anywhere else, and the longevity of it. And once you do this stuff right, it just keeps going over and over. This stuff Mike's sharing with you, it absolutely works. Take really good notes on it. I can't even believe he's sharing this stuff. I wouldn't want to share this stuff because it's really good secret stuff that will influence Google to give you higher rankings for free. So, Mike, you ready to share some good stuff with us tonight?
Yes, for sure. Now, it's not technically.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn it over to you. I'm going to kind of keep quiet and take some notes. And I'm really excited to see what you've been doing, what's been working for you and your clients, and the stuff that's working right now at the start of 2017, so we can all get better results without giving so much money back to Google and Facebook and having to buy ads. So let's hear what you got.
Cool. All right. I'll share my screen. Let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, it looks great. And now we're going to turn it to you.
All right, nice, cool. Yeah, so this is the ROI Ranking System webinar, revealing the exact system to get into the top organic spots in Google for more traffic, leads, and sales each month, and to get all the hard work done for you quickly, affordably, and profitably. So again, this is the ROI Ranking System. This is the overall system we use in our SEO company to rank tons and tons of clients in all different types of markets and all different types of situations. You can think of this system just like a bridge that's going to bridge the gap from where you're at, which is probably the second page or beyond in Google for your target keywords, because that first page and those top spots is where all the traffic is. And we want to bridge that gap, put all the pieces in place to be able to get to those top spots, where that way there's more super qualified traffic turning into more leads and sales. So this system, we're going to talk about the Google ranking formula, the exact elements that you would need in place to get to the top spots. We're also going to talk about more of the management and execution side, things like how much does it cost, how long will it take, and a reporting system to how you know if it's working or not. And basically what you're going to get out of this, you're going to know the formula at top spots. That way you can choose the right SEO provider and you can work with them more effectively and efficiently. That way you can avoid choosing the wrong SEO provider with the wrong formula and just a bad, like you're left in the dark experience. Most of our clients, the worst experience, either they get no new, rankings, traffic, leads, even possibly some have been banned from Google before. And just in general, they're left in the dark. They really don't know what the SEO company is doing, if they're doing stuff, if they're building links or whatnot. They just don't know. But I mean, bottom line, it doesn't work, and avoid the opportunity cost of what could have been being done with the money and time instead. So whether you use us as an option or, use a different SEO company, or you even do this yourself, this is going to help you get that bridge in place, all the elements in place. So you're in the top spot. So you know exactly what that is and how it works. All you have to do is, just be here now in the moment, minimize any other distractions and put the cell phone on silent or, away just for a little bit as best you can, and just be here and then just listen, and I'll do the rest. So the thing is that I didn't always used to run and build an SEO agency or company. I used to be a radiographer. This is someone that takes x-rays And so I wrote a book. I got into business. So I wrote a book about, how to become a radiographer. And I put it online. And of course, I thought I'd be making all this money, sitting on the beach, drinking a margarita, but then I realized, okay, there's a lot of stuff I have to learn. I have to learn, marketing and sales and copy to actually explain the benefits of the product or service, but then get traffic. And, I tried a few different things. Like Brian was saying, I tried pay-per-click advertising, and that worked. That actually didn't work that well. It worked spending money, but it was way too expensive. And then, I learned about SEO, and I realized that the few sales I was getting was from organic, and that there's a lot more, organic traffic than I was thinking. And even like the research shows, I remember seeing the study that's still relevant to this day, that the first position in Google gets 33% of the search volume. The second position gets about, around 15% of the search traffic. And the third spot gets about 10%. And the fourth spot, about 8%. The fifth spot, about 6%, and so on, just drops off. People that are searching usually don't go to the second page and beyond. There's the whole like SEO joke. If you want to hide a dead body, put it on the second page of Google, or in third or fourth, or just beyond there, because that's not really when it goes. So kind of realized that SEO was this big thing. Like, okay, Google is this really qualified traffic versus all these other sources. These are people searching the keywords exactly what I can offer. So I realized that was a big opportunity. So I tried to study it for years, just testing everything under the sun, surrounding myself with experts, so-called experts, and trying to implement stuff, and nothing seemed to really work. So even I couldn't even do, this SEO thing. I couldn't get it myself. So then I tried to hire other people, and that was just another big failure, so to speak, in terms of not, getting the results I want. Like one person, I got a little results, and then it went away quickly. And then another person, let me just turn down my volume. Okay, yeah. So it was a big waste opportunity. Hired the first person. I didn't know what they were doing, and nothing worked. I hired another person. I got some results, but those went away quickly. So in the end, I was like, okay, this is something I really need to go back and learn, because I know it's a big opportunity. Finally, after all these like forums and all this like weird underground internet marketing SEO stuff, I finally stumbled upon someone that was getting insane results on Google, doing these simple things that I learned about. And I actually used it on my own business, selling that radiography book. And then I got the first spots in Google for those keywords. But it turns out that, the radiography, how to become a radiography person, is not that really big of a market. Even though I was the top spots for all my target keywords, there wasn't enough search volume to really get it. So that was my first big insight, is make sure the search volume's in there. But then I joined a Toastmasters, which is just to learn public speaking. I didn't know exactly what I was going to be doing, but I was like, well, probably public speaking and communication is going to be a big deal no matter what I do. So I joined this for a few months, and the first time you come in there, you talk about yourself. So I said, hey, I'm Mike, I like internet marketing. I wrote this book, I ranked it, and this is what I'm doing. And then so me and a business owner started talking afterwards, after the meeting, and she was like, can you do this for my business? That sounds great. And I'm like, I think so. It worked here. It should work here, So I did it for her business, and I got the top spots for her target keywords, multiple top spots actually, within like less than 38 days. So that was really cool. And she started making way more sales. So I was like, wow, this SEO thing is really something that can help businesses grow. And I kind of did actually stumble on to something that actually does work. So I made a video and a website selling SEO services, and I ranked those. And so within a short amount of time, I had my first 10 clients that I was getting some killer results with. The thing was, it was just a little bit hectic, since SEO can be a little bit of a complex subject. I, penalized a client over here, and this client, was doing like a website design and knew more fixes with that. And this one had some, different links. So it was all these different situations. So I had to really systematize and document and procedure to make sure everything was getting done correctly and affordably. So I built a system out of that and just kept refining that, just getting insane results. Multiple keywords, multiple spots for the same similar keywords, all different types of first page rankings, leading to more traffic, and of course, leading to more leads and sales. Then as part of these, communities in SEO and internet marketing, I then began teaching these systems as well to others, because they had some of the same similar problems. So this is just some testimonials of top SEOs around the country that have gone through the training and have really got a lot of value out of it and used it to rank and help their client businesses as well. And I'll leave a link to this, all these slides down below, because I know I'm going through these pretty fast. got to get to the really, really good stuff. But the point of this is that I can help you from 3 perspectives. I've been in your shoes, knowing some sort of stuff about SEO, but still looking to be in the top spots and either do it myself or have someone do it for me, and how to work with them. And I've been on the other side of then being the SEO company or agency of working with all these clients in all different types of situations. And then I've even taught these same SEO and business system to other SEO companies and agencies as well with great success. So I can share from these 3 perspectives. So let's get into the ROI ranking system, exactly what it is and exactly how it helps you get the first spots in Google for more traffic, leads, and sales, and ultimate business growth. There's 3 steps here. First is discovering the SEO secrets. So this step, whether it's a video or an article, is where we're sharing who we are. So, I'm Mike Pyatt from Triple Your Traffic, and we share our strategy, which is giving Google exactly what they want, which we call our Google ranking formula. So knowing the keywords, all the high converting keywords versus the non-info seeking ones, and making sure they have enough search volume to equal a big ROI, which is known as keyword research. And then the second part of this formula is that Google wants always to rank the most relevant content. So making sure that it's on the topic. And this process is known as on-page optimization. So within like the meta keywords, the title or the description, and within the site, you're talking about it in the headline, in the body, you have a video about it, you're linking out to authority, a related authority site, etc. And site fixes, because Google's not only going to judge that page, how relevant, but what about that site as a whole? And things like broken links or like junk or thin URLs, these things can prevent Google from putting that site in the top spots because it doesn't want to give the user a bad experience. Therefore, then they won't go back. So they're judging that page, how relevant it is, and the whole site, how well the site is in terms of their algorithm. Now, the third part of the formula here is the best popular content. Google not only wants to rank the most relevant content, but they also want to rank the best and the popular content. So this process is known as off-page promotion, and the big thing here is links. So we actually use 4 link types to get our clients and any content into the top spots in Google. So the first is Web 2.0s. These are things like either Tumblr, Weebly, WordPress.com, simple free sites where you can build websites and link to anything. Then citation links. These are things like Yelp, Google My Business, Foursquare, etc. These are local business listings that tell Google that the business is real and help build trust in Google's eyes. And then social signals. These things are like links and shares from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google+, etc. It just makes sense because Google's always on the lookout for the most popular website to rank that for its users in the top spots. So if a content, a website, YouTube, whatever it is, if it's popular, most likely it's going to be shared on these social sites like Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. So we use those as well. And the last link is authority links. These links are the most powerful type of links, and these are what really get results. So all these links link both to the site and the YouTube video. The reason why we also create a YouTube video for our clients if they don't have one is for 3 main reasons. First of all, sometimes you can rank a lot faster a YouTube video in Google.com than just a normal site because YouTube.com already has billions of backlinks to it. It's already a trusted website. Therefore, we can kind of piggyback on that and sometimes rank the content very, very quickly. Also for increased conversions, because some people like to read and some people like to watch a video. So it helps increase conversions. And also for more traffic, because you can actually rank your site and a YouTube video for both the same keywords. Therefore, the person's more likely to click on there, therefore get more traffic. So all these lead to more sales and traffic. So the 4 link types linking both to the site and the YouTube video. And like I said, the biggest one that really passes all the power and the link juice is the authority links. So authority links are from an authority site. So basically that just means a website that already has these other authority sites linking to it. And then it links to the target content to get that link. Now there's 2 paths to get true authority links here. The first path that most people try to take is mass emailing to get others to post a link to your site. Now, this path, the success rate is pretty low because the control is out of your hands. You're basically trying to find these top relevant authority sites and emailing them saying, my content's the best. Your users are absolutely going to love it. Can you put a link from your site to my site? The thing is, that's what everybody's doing. Everyone's saying they have the best content. And it's really, really a low success rate. And you're relying on other people. You're emailing them. Does the email even get past their spam filter? If it gets past their spam filter, does the person even open that email? And if they open it, do they even read it and compelled to actually link to your site? And then do they link to your site? And is that page actually a page that actually has authority itself? Or is it just some back end page that really doesn't count as much? And do they keep that link up, etc.? So the success rate here, you send out thousands of emails and it's very, very low. The other path is building up and using a portfolio of high-powered authority sites. With this rate, the success rate is 100% because it's 100% in our control. So how this works is, this is where the big secret is that I stumbled upon that gets crazy results. And Brian, you know this as well. So how it works is a website that builds up links over time, they can stop paying their website bill for a variety of reasons, whether they switch to a .org from a .com, or they go out of business, or they just don't pay their website bill for whatever reason. After 30 days of not paying their website bills, then anyone can register it. So there's a process of finding these domains through auctions or scraping, and then buying these domains once the person didn't pay for it, and then rebuild the domain, whether put new content or use similar content and change the private information. You can build it up, and all those old links that were linked from other sites to that site over time, over years, that have been built up are still there and still count in Google's eyes. Therefore, you can have this authority site and get this vote and make, telling Google this is popular content and link to whatever content you want by using these authority sites. That's what I and my company does. We have over 500 authority sites and growing, a lot more actually now. So we build those out for our clients, and that's how we can get into the top spots predictably. And it's a combination of all these three things: knowing the keywords, making it relevant, putting all the keywords in the right places, etc., and the 4 type of links. And of course, with the authority links to make it the best popular content, which equals the top spot rankings. So that's our strategy. And during the step, we also talk about pricing, because most people want to know, okay, well, how does it work? Like I just showed you. And then, great, well, how much does it cost, right? So the topic of pricing here is an interesting one. The main thing is it depends on how many links are needed to outrank the competition. So if you think of the metaphor, links are like votes, basically only like high quality links are votes these days. But if links are like votes, well, if it's more competitive, you're going to need more votes. So that's the main thing. The more links, and then more links cost more money. So it's more competitive, you need more links, and more links cost more money. But generally speaking, the average is around 500 to 1,900 per month for these links and for the on-page optimization. To make it happen. We'll actually get more into specific pricing breakdown in the next step. But I just wanted to give you an average there to kind of get some mind. And then if you're really like it's a non-competitive thing and it's like local and not as competitive, then more towards the 500 side. Versus if it's like national and super competitive, you're looking at more of a 1,900 per month type of thing. Just because these links cost money. You may have heard the old saying, "It takes money to make money." I'm here to help, and I want to charge the lowest price possible. I mean, that's why we always are making the system to make it most affordable as possible. But to find all these links, to build them up, to have separate IPs, the management of them all, different hosting and all these different entities and running these domains and just paying for them in the first place is very, very expensive. But we use a system to make it the most affordable as possible. That way, you get the best deal always. So no matter who you're using, look for that. On this step, we also just love to give unique, helpful tips. Like I just mentioned, I'm here to help. Just like that tip about, instead of trying this old, slow way and out of your control way of mass emailing people to get links, you can actually build up your own or use someone else's own portfolio they control, and you can have way more success with that. And there's going to be a lot more tips throughout this webinar. So make sure you stay tuned to the very end. But this video is an example of what it is right now, or this webinar is an example of the step. So once you kind of know about like who we are, the strategy, you discover these SEO secrets of how this can be done. The step 2 is our SEO action plan meeting. And this is where we get to know the person, get to know their product. We meet with them live, the company, the situation, just to understand them and for them to more understand our product and service as well. So before we meet with them, they actually they give us their website, their keywords, just so we have something to start with, and their average revenue per sale. That way we can build out a custom plan, because this step is where before we meet, we build out the custom plan. Then when we meet, we share with them that custom plan. So that custom plan, I'll get into that in a second. And another reason we do this too is no conflicting clients. Because if it's similar keywords, we wouldn't want that'd be a conflict of interest to rank for the same keywords. And also we want to make sure there's a huge ROI. If someone wants to rank for some really obscure keyword that doesn't have much search volume and their sale is like really low, we're going to say like it's not worth it to do SEO, you know, so we're going to make sure there's a huge ROI. So that's another reason why we do this meeting and make sure we do the keyword research up front. That's involved in the plan, which I'm going to talk about now. So first is keyword research. Like I said in our strategy, the first step is knowing the keywords what to rank. So I'm going to lay out the plan here. The rest is blurred, and I'll unblur this as we go. So in this SEO action plan example, so high converting keywords equaling the huge ROI. This is where we get all the keywords, and we either use AdWords tool and make sure there's a good enough ROI, and then we present this live when we meet with the possible client. Then we move on to the on-page optimization needs. So based on those keywords, how many groups are there? Because then we'll make a specific page, and then we'll optimize that as well. And then we do the site fixes. We audit the whole site, look for broken links, thin pages. Because again, Google's just the algorithm. They're going to judge the entire site. So we want to make sure it's all up to their standards. Everything's looking good. The content's created, it's compelling, it's optimized, and the video as well. Make sure that's created if needed, unless the client already has it, and then optimizing that video as well correctly. And then in the next month, so that's month one, we'll build those assets out. And then the next month and ongoing, we actually don't need to create any more content. It's a very big or somewhat of a myth in SEO. Some people think like, oh, I have to keep everything fresh or something. And we've had sites that we haven't added content to in years that are still ranking the top position. So it's more like we're building a funnel here, that the funnel is, you know, when they're searching, then that piece of content on your website or the YouTube video, and then they go, you know, and become a lead or a sale. So once we have the on-page optimization needs, we go to the off-page promotion needs. So this is where the links are going on here. So the high-powered authority links, the Web 2.0s, the citations, and the top social sites. So for the first month, once we got that content in place, then we spend the rest of the budget, which is determined by how many links are needed. So we spend the rest of the budget on links. And then in the second month, since we no longer need to create that content, then we can spend more of it on the links each month until we're the top spots in Google. And then we add up all the costs and make sure it's in a range that works for each business owner, that we're still able to, you know, provide for all the resources, and it's still within their budget to get to the top spots. And during this step, while we're meeting with them, we explain other details, such as we don't have contracts. We don't want people to be paying us because they're stuck in some contract. We want us to, you know, be paying us because we're actually providing them with at least a 10x ROI each month. We have a 30-day full money back guarantee. You know, if anyone's unsatisfied for any reason, in the first 30 days, they can send us one message and they get every single penny back, no questions asked. A reporting system, which is very, very important to know what's going on. And I'll actually explain that in the next step, so stay tuned for that. And then just more helpful insights and secrets, and also answer any questions live, because I know SEO can be a complex subject. So we would go over that live in the SEO action plan meeting. And we usually use Skype or some sort of screen sharing to share this all, give the keyword research, and just chat real time. So once that person, they meet all the criteria, they're a good fit, it's a win-win for both sides, then we would go on to step number 3, executing the proven SEO system. So the first part is onboarding, the setup, making sure that all of the tracking's in place, like tracking positions, the Google Analytics to track traffic, sales and leads, and always just having a way to track sales and getting site access, etc. It's kind of onboarding onto the system. Then we start the system. So with on-page optimization and content fixes, so is the content in place? If not, we would create it and get it done. And then is the content optimized correctly? We would check for that. If not, then we would optimize it. If we create it, we also optimize it, of course, right away. And then is the entire site error-free? Are there broken links? Are there junk URLs? And And if there is, then we would clean those up as well. So duplicate content, meta descriptions, duplicate meta descriptions, and titles are a big one. So we'd clean those up as well. So the whole site is in good standing correctly, and the content is optimized correctly as well to make it the most relevant. And then we move on to the off-page promotion links. We start building out links right away once that content is built. So we build out the 4 link types. We do it in a supernatural way because Google's always on the lookout for over optimization because they don't want the spammy sites being the top spots. So we vary up anchor text, we make it very, very natural in every way, even to like how fast we link out. We avoid any, you can see patterns, et cetera, et cetera. So we link out in a supernatural way. And we build out this system and the plans to be about 2 to 3 months because we're business owners ourselves. We know we don't want to be waiting all these, months to see, does it work or not. We build out the plans 2 to 3 months, and depends how aggressive you are in your budget. If you can, afford more links, then it can be faster. Or afford less links, it may take a little bit longer, et cetera. Again, that's another reason why we meet to, let the person know how long exactly range it would take. But then the feedback reporting, stay in the loop, because this is the big one. A lot of our clients come to us from like past SEO companies. They're just not sure if the SEO company was even doing anything. They're like, well, I don't see any results. my rankings aren't going up, which is pretty bad. And then they're like, well, I don't even know if they're doing anything. They could be building links, but I think so. I'm not sure. So we want to keep the business owner in the loop as much as possible, but also in a simple way. So I'll explain that now. Of course, there's interaction is going, unless said otherwise, they'd approve any changes made to the website, any content, et cetera. And then there's this key metrics. There's two metrics we use, key metrics and work done. So key metrics, which are positions, traffic, leads, and sales. Those are the key metrics to know if it's working. Once you have those top positions, then it's going to result in more traffic, so more visitors, and it's going to result in more leads and or sales. Now, we share these key metrics both live, so we have like rank reporting software that will show daily updates, the traffic and leads and sales, so they can see everything live, so they don't have to wait to the end of the month. But also we do end of the month reporting in a really, really simple way. If we can get into one page is what we usually do. We call it one-page summary, just because we know business owners, we know ourselves, we're super busy. So we want to keep things simple. We want to say, okay, what are the positions I'm in for my target keywords? What's the traffic? What's the leads amount? And maybe possibly, if we're tracking sales too with this one, we would do that as well. So you have live and monthly, so you can kind of zoom out and see the progress over time, but also anytime needed, you can see all these live to know if it's working. But those are lag metrics, meaning like the work has to be done to then, affect these metrics. So we also do the work done. So work done meaning the content made, the links created, all the Web 2.0 citation authority links, when they were made, the dates, exactly who, login details to the Web 2.0s and citations, etc. So we do the same time frames here, both live, and we accomplish this by using Google spreadsheets where we'll just list out all the links made by what member, team member, who, etc. You always want a way to track the work live. That way you can see it's being done real time and not have to wait to the end of the month to know if the work's being done, etc. So you can stay in the loop. But then we also do monthly as well, just to get that, again, zoomed out perspective as well. We needed to see the summary of work done over time. So those are the 3 steps. In other words, it's learning about the SEO system and secrets, or learning about the plan, and then creating the plan, and then using the plan to get into the top spots. So zooming out, doing this plan, using these 3 steps to the more top spots in Google for more qualified traffic, for more leads and sales and profit and ultimate business growth. So now, if you're ready and interested, you've already done step number 1, so you can move on to step number 2, the SEO action plan meeting. So you can schedule this with us at tytseo.com/plan. If you're watching the replay on YouTube right now, I'm going to put an annotation. So the annotation should show up now. You can use that, or there's going to be a link in the description, or simply go into our website, tytseo.com/plan, and you can fill out that information, and that way we can start working on your custom SEO action plan, including the keyword research, and then schedule a time to meet with you live, and then share that with you live and answer any questions you may have one-on-one. For both a good fit, we can move on, go forward, and work together. If not, you're still going to get tons and tons of more value even than you're seeing here. So if interested, tytseo.com/plan. And that's it. That's what I got. Use these secrets. Get into the top spots for more traffic, leads, and sales, and ultimate business growth.
All right. Really good. Am I back on here?
Yes. Yep. What up? How'd you like it, Brian?
How'd you like it, everybody? Oh yeah. Well, I had a couple takeaways. Let me see with my notes here. A couple things I saw and some things come up in the chat room. We had a question from George from Lexington, Kentucky. He asked about removing bad content. He said he had he has older content on his site, and he's asking if he removes that, it actually makes his site. How does that work? That by removing bad content, it makes your site better? As he was asking about that.
Okay, bad content in terms of like if it's short or just not exactly what you want. The cool part is you can actually like.
I think what he was getting at, Mike, is when you were talking about that. You know, you could have old content on the site and maybe not even know it, and it's penalizing you in Google because maybe it's not relevant or something. I think that's what he was getting at.
Okay, yeah, it's not as relevant. It shouldn't be, as long as your site is generally about the topic, that's fine. And you can leave it. It doesn't matter if it's old. If you're ever unsure, you can actually like de-index just certain pages on your website. That way Google doesn't count it or see it, and it can still be on your website for users to use, you know. But it really,
got it.
You only need about like 10 solid, like good pages about the topic. And then, yeah, you should be good. Unless it's like super, like some pages have like just one sentence on it, or kind of just spam, like kind of just auto-generated some stuff or something like that. That you'd want to de-index. That way Google doesn't see it. And if needed, you know, you can keep it on your site. But yeah, does that answer it?
Got it. Let's see. We got let's see what else. I had a point. I had a point I just wanted to bring up to everybody here. Let's see if I can get. There we go. I'm back. Listen, with Mike, with him doing this SEO plan, and I'm pretty sure you do that for free, the analysis plan, guys.
Yes.
I've been doing this stuff a long time. There's things that can happen with SEO, like you may find that that the keywords you want to go for they're just too competitive and too expensive to rank for those keywords, and have Mike like tell you that, and he can find the ones that are easy to rank for. You want to find the low-hanging fruit. Just get a sanity check and make sure SEO will work for your business, because when he puts these numbers together, you'll be able to see, okay, if I spend $1,000 or $2,000 with Mike, I'm going to get this much traffic back to my site. And you should know how your traffic's converting. You can go off there and he can help you out with it. So definitely encourage you to head over to his site and do that. Mike, did you have anything else?
Yeah, I can show an example like keyword research if you want.
Wow, hey man, your microphone's kind of cutting out. I can hardly hear you. But
really? What about now?
We're gonna wrap it up. Thanks a lot, and I hope everybody learned a lot. And I'm gonna put Mike back on. If you could just put your screen back up, or you know what, in a video, I'm gonna put an annotation here to his website. Go take him up on that free offer to do the site analysis and make sure it's right for you. All right, guys, we'll do another one of these again soon. It was a lot of fun. Take care. Bye.